A little girl made a gesture to her 100-year-old son, and the old man, who had been dead for 3 days, came back to life. But the man's other son looked worried. He feared that once his father came back to life, he would expose her crime because he was the real culprit. In fact, the girl was previously an immortal who had practiced for 50 years so that she could one day become a saint. But she failed in her heavenly journey because she still had unfinished ties to the mortal world. So she time-traveled 50 years later and came into the body of a little girl from a wealthy family. She was at the funeral of the head of the family, whose death she soon found suspicious. He was destined to live to be 100, yet he died at 60. The girl had difficulty adjusting to her new life. Her adoptive parents scolded her for being undisciplined, and her cunning sister tried to throw boiling water on her. But the girl had already sensed the danger. She snapped her fingers and returned the water to her sister. She then prepared to enter the mourning assembly to save the chief. The family stopped her, which drew the attention of the mourning householders. Among them, she saw a handsome man who looked like her son and wondered if he was his descendant. The eldest son of the family could not imagine that the little girl standing in front of her was his great-grandmother. The girl insisted that she could revive the chief, but the others dismissed her as crazy. The eldest son ordered that she be thrown out, but she became furious. Everyone was stunned to see her strength, and no one could stop her. She went to the old man, checked his pulse, and found that he had been poisoned with a 7-day spirit-breaking poison. If the antidote was not found in 7 days, his false death would become a true death. She asked for silver needles, and the eldest son reluctantly agreed. As she began to perform her spells, the old man's hand moved, but the doctors said it was the movement of veins after death. The second son heaved a sigh of relief and believed that his crime was still hidden. Fearing to lose the inheritance, he tried to expel her, but the girl imprisoned him with her magic. She said that she and the elder son's wife had hit the chief with a vase and poured poison into his mouth. The second son denied everything and pretended to commit suicide to regain his brother's trust. The elder son believed her and ignored the girl as an outsider. He ordered that the girl's family be beaten and driven out. But the girl's power blew away the bodyguards, leaving everyone stunned. She then placed a condition. If she could not revive the chief, she would accept any punishment. But if she succeeded, all those present would kneel and call her an ancestor and obey her. She said that she would punish the poisoned wife and the traitor son herself. Her father tried to stop this condition because he feared that the daughter's reckless behavior would bring shame to the family. The family's shares had already fallen due to this. Even her brother and stepmother objected, but the eldest son agreed on the condition that if she failed, his family would be separated from their household forever. The girl was confident that she could revive the old man. She raised her hand and floated the silver needle over the old man, which broke into many needles and penetrated the body. She called out to the chief to wake up, and suddenly he sat up.